Rauma is located on southern part of Bay of Bothnia, and the sea is quite open there, and it's quite common to have big waves in there. So let's enjoy these waves for a while. Aika iso. Wow. Some are a little bit bigger. Then we are going like up and down. But now the direction is changing, so I need to turn a little bit. There is big one. That's how we go. Now I started motosailing so that we get a bit more speed. This was getting so slow. Wind is actually really low, but these are the swells coming from the last night wind. Now we are surfing downwind every now and then. 4.7 knots, 4.6 just now. Speed over ground. So yeah, the waves are pushing, and I think the wind has picked up a little bit. Also, let's see. Again, place where we get a little bit bigger swells. We are taking good surfing. Let's take a video how the swells would look like if I'm sitting. Good speed. Today's sail will end in the city over there. And we came from there. Nice sail. Then we are in. It's 30 miles. Of this. Sometimes the wind was slow, but someone asked about the sailing speeds. Now we are going downwind and we gained some surfs in 5.7 today. I had 6 point something there sometimes.
but typically then we are going fast on the side wind. Now we are going downwind with a relatively big swell pushing at us, but the wind is not very strong yet. But they just gave a near gale warning, so I believe it will get a little bit stronger. But no matter, we are going over there in that town. Just go around these hills here. What did the dog saw? And then we are on the lane, shipping lane again, going that all the way to the harbor. We had a good kind of offshore sailing. As you can see, some of the waves are quite big. And we keep on pushing nicely. Now where was that stick? Ah, there. And like now we are on the side wind, so we get constant over 5 knots, 5.8 was there, 5.7 constantly. So wind is the same, wind direction is different, so that gives a big difference on the speed. And then if I would try to beat into the wind in this weather, we would be in standstill. It wouldn't move. But side wind goes nicely and downwind goes very nicely. And the wind speed is something like 6 meters per second. It's not more. We are just open water and get an even wind. Heavy boat like this takes some time to accelerate when you get the gust, so that it doesn't accelerate instantly. Therefore you get the higher speeds when you have an even wind. And that's one problem in archipelago sailing, is that there are constantly gusts and wind is rotating a lot, so lighter boat gets a better benefit in there from the wind. It gives me a little bit work here now. And we are coming to the fairway here, entering. We should go there between the red and green. We don't go because it's safe here. But there, this big green, we cannot do a shortcut on that anymore. We need to come really close to this one, and then we are safe.
Oh, this morning and we are waking up in Anchorage here. Wind is blowing on the masts. And I was just looking at the forecast and they're now measuring 17 meters average wind and 21 meters in the gusts. So we are not busy getting anywhere today, or at least immediately in the morning. We are in quite protected bay here.
We are at pretty protected anchorage in here. There's some waves are coming through behind that small peninsula over there. So we are bouncing a little bit. Actually wind is coming from there, that direction. But it's rotating around that peninsula. I was just reading that this is the end tails of Hurricane Ernesto that came all the way over the Atlantic via Gulf Stream to the Finland, Norway, Sweden and Finland. The wind is about, I think they are measuring now 13 meters per second or 16 meters per second, and the gusts are 21 meters per second at Kylmäpihlaja lighthouse, which is just under 10 kilometers away. And we are having a breakfast downstairs. It's really nice. Wind was, last night was basically the same, but it should calm down by the midday today. So we are having a good breakfast and then take a morning walk, and then we get to sail. Now some waves coming in to the bay and we are hanging at the anchor. Chain is not really tight even. You can pull it by hand. So the trees are cutting the wind load quite well. It's blowing from there and some white caps are coming in to the bay and waves are about half a meter tall. Yeah, bouncing up and down here. Sometimes a bit more and sometimes a bit less. We are at Reksaari in Rauma. It's quite windy in here. There's a fireplace in here and our boat is anchored over there behind this small peninsula. It's quite windy. This is kind of a city-owned nature park, the whole island, so there's hardly any inhabitation and
there are paths going all over the island, and then you have these kind of grill places. Yeah, walking in the forest, and this time the dogs are behaving. No barking, no pulling, yanking. This is nice, really nice. At the same time, here we are looking at the mushrooms. We have collected quite a bit already. This is where we store the mushrooms from the visit. These don't look like editable. That might be, yeah. But we don't now take it. We have 2 species what we have collected, and we try to make something out of them. Wind is quite strong still. It should calm down about the midday. And after that, so we are having a long stroll. Then making some food, maybe from the mushrooms. And then afternoon we can have a good sail to the next place. Wood tree has fell down, several trees. Already quite some time ago. But the nature keeps giving here, so you have berries that you can eat. Älä hauku. Mushrooms, and then we find some fish. These are the ones we have been now collecting. But the kangaroo starts to be full. This is a venue of the traditional Finnish sports. Sitting in the ant's nest. It's tall. Over 1 meter, way over. Here we are making a short hop today. We have still quite some wind and waves coming in. Oh, let's see if I can shoot them better here. And we are going to the small island that is supposed to be that one over there. And we see how it is. Can we get ashore, or can we find a peaceful anchorage? Exploring. I haven't ever been there, so full exploration. We tried to get into this small island in there, but even that we could have got into the shore, the place was too windy for us to stay overnight. So we decided to go back to the Reksaari, and we had a lovely evening there and at the fireplace, and marvelous sunset. Yep, that's like 5 minutes, and we have sauce full of, or chantarelle for sauce or soup. We came from the evening walk and we faced this view when we come back towards the boat. It's not yet sunset, it's getting there, and today it will be on clear horizon. I can't wait it. Yeah, it's kind of a bittersweet. We
We had a rainy day. Been now basically 2 nights here in the same spot because it was really windy. And now we get most probably a perfect sunset over there. And at the same time you realize that this starts to be end of the summer. End of the sailing season also very soon. There's not many weekends anymore before we need to leave the boat and we are entering the winter hibernation. It's been really wonderful summer. Best sailing summer I have ever had. And I'm very, very thankful for that. La cucaracha, la cucaracha.